Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics edition number 142.1. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released October 8th, 2014, beginning alphabetically with All New Ultimates number 9, The Deadliest Battle of the Super Street War. The all-new Ultimates battle the white supremacist meth head militia, the Watchdogs. Will Scourge break free from prison and continue his bloodthirsty mission to rid New York City of all costume crusaders? The team's ultimate nemesis finally strikes, and the team will never be the same again. Next, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 7, Peer Over the Edge of Spider-Verse. Spidey teams up with Ms. Marvel in a high-flying, stepping in Kamala's case, adventure. Who is Spider UK, and what does he have to do with the Spider-Verse? We've also got Avengers number 36, In 7 months, time runs out. Next, we have Avengers and X-Men Access number 1 of 9, Act 1, The Red Supremacy. The Red Skull has exploited the gifts of the world's greatest telepath to broadcast pure hatred across the globe. Now, born of the murder of Charles Xavier, World War Hate has begun. Tony Stark discovers a secret truth that will upend not only his life, but also the lives of everyone he cares for. Can the Avengers and X-Men finally unite? Would their combined strength be enough to hold back the darkness of the Red Onslaught? Magneto murdered the wrong man, releasing the greatest evil the Marvel Universe has ever known. Now Rogue and Scarlet Witch are all that stand in its way. We've also got Captain Marvel number 8. Carol's bombastic adventure through space with her pet Chewie continues. Rocket was right though, Carol Core. There's more to Chewie than meets the eye. But where did the Flurkin come from? Chewie is a mom to hundreds. Where was she hiding all those Flurkin eggs? And is this the end for Carol and her pet? Next, we have George Romero's Empire of the Dead, Act 2, number 2 of 5. The legendary George Romero unleashes the next chapter in his undead epic. Welcome back to New York City, years after a world-changing undead plague, and now outside forces are knocking on Manhattan's walls. While the zombies battle in the arena, death rains down from above. What is this new threat to New York City? What's worse, the roaming flesh-eaters who seem to be growing smarter every day, the ruling bloodsuckers struggling to keep their grip on the power of the Southern Army bent on pillaging the greatest city in the world. We've also got Hawkeye Vs Deadpool number 1 of 4. Trick or treat, it's Halloween in Brooklyn, and that can only mean one thing: disaster is right around the corner. Why are the bad guys dressed as good guys, and will Deadpool and Hawkeye kill each other before they figure it out? The blockbuster comic event of the fall returns for its official number 1 issue, even though this is really number 2, but what does the number really mean anyway? Next we have Marvel Universe Avengers Assemble number 13. Iron Man and Captain America go undercover disguised as the villains Crossbones and Grim Reaper. Can two heroes still do good when they're dressed as bad guys? We've also got Miracleman number 12. Gargunza's final 2 subjects, Rebecca and Lear, revealed at last. The origin of Miracle Woman. Enter the Warp Smiths. Book 3 continues in Aphrodite, including material originally presented in Miracleman number 12, plus bonus content. Next we have Nightcrawler number 7, Death of Wolverine Aftermath. Not so long ago, Nightcrawler was dead. Now with the second lease on life, Nightcrawler struggles to find his place back in the land of the living. But now that his best friend Wolverine has taken his place in the afterlife, that struggle just got a lot more difficult, and he may just find his solace in the last place he, or you, would imagine. We've also got Punisher number 11, Prison Riot. A long trail of blood has led Frank here, but how much farther can he go? Abandoned in a South American prison, who could Frank possibly call for help? Next we have Rocket Raccoon number 4, The Fur Flies. Rocket and his dangerous doppelganger face off. Betrayed, ensnared like some kind of terrestrial rodent, Rocket comes face to face with a few of the folks who want him dead. Can everyone's favorite gunslinging guardian of the galaxy make it out alive and clear his name? We've also got Savage She-Hulk number 5, Crossroads of Destruction, as fan-favorite artist Gabrielle Hardman follows legendary Alan Davis. What is Hulk without his humanity? Free of Banner, has Hulk destroyed an entire civilization? Even guest star Doctor Strange can't stop him. Next we have Thanos, a god up there, listening number 1 of 4. At the close of Infinity, Thane discovered he was the son of Thanos, and that his touch was death. Now accompanied by the constantly whispered advice of the Ebony Maw, he wants to discover his father's history and his own future. And we've got X-Force number 10. X-Force has their sights set on their next target, a mutant who may just hold the key to defeating their greatest adversary, X-Men Legacy number 300's Forget-Me-Not, but how can they convince him to join their cause? And more importantly, how can they hope to find a mutant who slips out of memory whenever he leaves their sight? Out in trades, we've got all-new Doop trade paperback. Living in the margins, Doop has freaked out X-Men and readers alike. But when he gets deeply involved in the X-Men business and Kitty Pryde's personal life, Doop will be thrust into the spotlight. Behind the scenes of Battle for the Atom, Doop's unrequited love for Kitty forces him to drag Iceman into Doop space for some highly unusual questioning. Doop soon discovers the shape-shifting Raze isn't really Kitty Pryde from the future, but Raze has a dark secret that just might stop Doop from telling the other X-Men his true identity. Now Doop must struggle to halt the craziness corrupting the real world as Kitty and Doop find themselves in the middle of the scariest moment of their lives with no one to turn to. Will Kitty finally accept Doop's proposal of marriage? Next, we have Captain Marvel Volume 1, Higher, Further, Faster, More trade paperback. Hero, pilot, Avenger, Captain Marvel, Earth's mightiest hero with an attitude to match, is launching headfirst into an all-new adventure. As Carol Danvers comes to a crossroads with a new life and a new romance, she will make a dramatic decision that will alter the course of her life and the entire Marvel Universe in the months to come. But as Carol takes on a mission to return an alien girl to her homeworld, she lands in the middle of an uprising against the Galactic Alliance and Spartax. Investigating the forced resettlement of Rocket Girl's people, Carol discovers that she has a history with the man behind the plot. But when the bad guy tries to blackmail Carol and turn the Avengers against her, it's payback time. Guest starring the Guardians of the Galaxy, collecting Captain Marvel number 1 through 6. We've also got Hawkeye Volume 3, LA Woman trade paperback. Kate Bishop heads to Los Angeles to get away from New York, Life, and Clint Barton, but she can't escape trouble, because Madame Mask is hanging out poolside with the rich and famous as well. As Kate helps a reclusive and 60s damaged pop music genius find his lost masterpiece, Madame Mask finds Kate, by which she means she starts trying to kill her again. This one has it all. Characters, plot, story, dialogue, theme, meaning, message, action, a little explosions, fire, arrows, criminals, neighbors, large bodies of water, clients, cops who don't care, a system that victimizes the victim, the dog, in a broken town where cynicism and apathy has its claws around the throat of the good and decent. Lady Hawkeye is the only hero you can trust. Collecting Hawkeye number 14, 16, 18, 20, and annual number 1. Next, we have Marvel's Companion trade paperback. Delve deeper into the universe of Marvels as 6 fully painted masterpieces reveal the ordinary lives in the shadow of the extraordinary. What happens to innocents caught in the crossfire of a blockbuster Silver Surfer battle? Can a fish out of water, the amnesiac submariner, conquer his inner demons among Manhattan's homeless? Experience the wonder of Wonder Man through the eyes of his greatest fan, learn how one of New York's finest protects and serves in a city of miracles, and join a Daily Bugle reporter as he uncovers the conspiracy at the heart of everything. And on another Earth, see how the Age of Marvels could so easily have gone wrong. Collecting Tales of Marvel's Blockbuster, Tales of the Marvel's Inner Demons, Tales of the Marvel's Wonder Years 1 and 2, Code of Honor 1 through 4, Conspiracy 1 and 2, and Ruins 1 and 2. We've also got She-Hulk Volume 1, Law and Disorder trade paperback. Jennifer Walters is the She-Hulk, a stalwart member of the Avengers and FF. She's also a killer attorney with a pile of degrees and professional respect, but juggling cases and kicking bad guy butt is a little more complicated than she anticipated. With a new practice, a new paralegal, and a mounting number of supervillains she's racking up as personal enemies, She-Hulk might have bitten off more than she can chew. When Christoph Bernard, the son of Victor Von Doom, seeks extradition, it's an international jailbreak, She-Hulk style. Then She-Hulk and Hellcat must uncover the secrets of the Blue File, a conspiracy that touches the entire Marvel Universe. And when someone important to She-Hulk is killed and won't let it stand, but who can she trust? She-Hulk takes on her most terrifying role yet, Defendant, collecting She-Hulk number 1 through 6. Next, we have Ultimate FF Strangest Ever trade paperback. Sue Storm, Tony Stark, and Sam Wilson are the all-new Future Foundation, and they're all that stand between us and complete and utter doom. When a lavish vacation spot for the super rich suddenly goes dark, with hundreds missing, the only suspect is an old frenemy of the Fantastic Four. Meanwhile, a mysterious new member will join the FF's ranks, whether they like it or not, and when their secret origin is revealed, the truth behind this newcomer spells doom for another team member. When a parallel Earth invades, sending something unimaginable through the rift, a new Atlantis will rise, but will Namor massacre his own people to survive? Meanwhile, trapped outside the universe, an old friend returns to help face the coming destruction. The Ultimate Universe's greatest nightmare approaches, and the Doomsday Clock counts down. Can the new FF prevail? Collecting Ultimate FF number 1 through 6. And we've got X-Men Volume 3 Bloodline trade paperback. Jubilee is haunted by her adopted baby Shogo's past, or is it his future? When the Jean Grey school comes under attack, leaving a young X-Man dead on the school's front lawn, Jubilee's worst nightmare has come to pass, and the future is being rewritten. The JGS has always been a school, but is it time to become an army? Or will their differences prove their greatest asset? As a multi-generational war unfolds, pitting mothers against daughters and fathers against sons, Jubilee is caught in the middle. The future has come calling, and he wants his son Shogo back. But will Jubilee and the X-Men let their bouncing baby boy go without a fight? Hell no. Collecting X-Men number 13 through 17. Alright, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out this week too, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.